Hi beautiful ladies, welcome back to my channel. So a viewer had requested that I make a video on how to reinvent yourself. So today I'm going to give you some tips on how you can do that. Reinventing yourself can be a simple process, but it can also be complex if you don't know what you're doing or you don't know where to start. There really isn't a correct way on how to reinvent yourself. It's just a matter of finding what works to you and sticking to it and being consistent. Consistency is key. If you kind of stop and go, you may not see the results that you want to see, especially, for example, like if you're looking to lose weight or you're looking to maybe tonify your body or clear your skin. You need to be consistent in order to see results. The first thing that you want to do is picture your highest self and show up as her. So, what is your ideal image of a woman? Like, what is the ideal image that you like to see for yourself? How do you envision the best version of yourself? Okay, what does she look like? How does she dress? How does she do her hair? Where does she hang out? Where does she work? Does she work? Is she a housewife? You want to start doing the things that she does. You want to start showing up how she shows up. So maybe your highest self is a corporate woman who kind of has that chic, elegant aesthetic, and she likes to wear her hair in a blowout with wand curls. So start showing up as her, start dressing like her. If you don't know how she dresses or you don't know how to put an outfit together, you can go on Pinterest and just type in elegant styles, and you can honestly even just take a photo from Pinterest and put it into Google and it'll bring up matches for the outfit that you're looking for, and just start curating outfits that way. Start doing your hair the way that she does her hair. So maybe you like to wear like a sew-in, like a straight sew-in, but you like to do like curls, those big barrel curls to give like a blowout look. Start wearing your hair that way. Maybe you envision yourself being a corporate baddie, but right now you work in retail. Start applying for jobs in corporate, especially in places where you can use your transferable skills. So, for example, a bank teller, like if you are currently working in retail, let's say that you work at a department store, you're a sales associate, but you want to get into banking, you can start off by getting a job as a teller at a bank. If you're not able to get something in like a corporate head office, and then from each position that you attain, you just keep applying to different jobs where your skills are transferable. It's all about how you market yourself and not so much that you are like an exact fit for the skills that they require. And then the more that you do this is the more that you will start to look like this person and you will believe that you are this person. And a lot of times women will overcomplicate the process and think like, oh, I don't look like the typical girl who has this aesthetic. I don't have her body type, or I've never experimented with like clip-ins or sew-ins. I really don't know how to go about this. And we overcomplicate the process. Just start with one thing, just try it, just take the plunge and try it instead of overthinking it. And you'll realize that a lot of times it's a lot easier than you anticipated. And then once you do one thing, it'll motivate you to try something else. And then before you know it, when you look back on photos from like a year or two ago, you're going to say, wow, like I'm a completely different person than what I was. Like I was able to achieve my goal and literally transform myself into this person. Next, you want to outline the areas that you want to work on, especially your problem areas. So you can break it down into categories like physical, mental, financial, and career. So for physical, like what are the aspects of your physical appearance? Okay, the part of yourself that people can see that needs to be worked on. So maybe you need to clear your skin. Maybe you need to lose some weight. Maybe you want to build muscle. Maybe you want to dress better. Be honest with yourself, and transforming yourself, honestly, reinventing yourself requires a lot of introspection and being honest. Okay, it's not going to work if you tell yourself, oh, I look great no matter what. Like, yes, you should have that confidence and go through life loving yourself and being confident at any stage, it really is a waste if you have a self-loathing mentality, because then like you're never going to be happy with who you are or be satisfied. But on the flip side, you should also love yourself to be honest enough to say, okay, I need to do better because I deserve better. Okay, like this current lifestyle and these current practices that I have no longer serve me, and that's totally fine. It's time for me to graduate onto something better. Be honest with yourself and say, okay, a part of me being healthy and a part of me being a better version of myself is to tackle those areas that may be challenging. So, in order to help me achieve this, I only follow people who are living the lifestyle that I want to live, and I stay away from people who live a lifestyle that counteracts or that could be detrimental to my current lifestyle. And the same goes for mental, financial, and career. Look at these areas that you want to improve upon and set a plan. So for mental, maybe that means going to a therapist to talk about your childhood traumas so that you are able to show up in a healthier state when you interact with other people. For financial, maybe it means setting a budget or saving and investing more so that you have more disposable income, but then you also have savings that you can fall back upon on a rainy day or to purchase your first property, like whatever it may be. For career, maybe that means going to networking events, watching more content on social media of people who give free advice on how to level up your career. Maybe it's getting a mentor so that they can take the time to walk you through how your blind spots and how you can get better. Sit down and just write out the areas that you really want to focus on. Why do you want to focus on these things? What are your current challenges? And find the resources to improve upon these areas. You also want to use the resources that are around you. Social media is a great tool because it's readily available. There are so many different outlets that you can use, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. There are Pinterest, like there are so many different avenues just depending on what you're looking for. Just find where you get the most value and stick to it. So stick to it meaning like keep tuning in and engaging with that content to the point that it becomes like second nature to you. Resources can also mean using work benefits. A lot of people, they pay for benefits at work and they don't use them. They don't even go to the dentist for a cleaning. They don't get massages, nothing. And those are just basic level benefits as a part of any standard like corporate package. But a lot of companies offer way more benefits that their employees don't even realize. And that can be something as simple as getting therapy paid for. Some companies will cover it completely, especially during the pandemic. And some companies have even extended it to present time because they know that like employees are going through it. And so they are investing in your mental health because they know that when your mental health is taken care of, you will show up as a better employee and it'll, by extension, benefit them. So use that to your advantage and use your work benefits if you have them. There are also a lot of free community resources. Oftentimes, they are presented through your local library. Honestly, the local library is such a hidden gem, especially if you live in a larger city like New York City or LA. There are so many free resources, and people just don't take advantage of them, so they often go to waste. But it's of no charge to you. Get a library card if you do not have one and just see what your local library offers. There are also community centers that offer free events or even fitness classes, for example, at a discounted rate, especially in the more affluent neighborhoods. So just look and see what is available in your city. Look and see what's available like in the more affluent neighborhoods. Sometimes you can only access these resources if you live in close proximity. So keep that in mind, but just, do some research and see what's available to you. You really don't need to be paying a lot of money to level up. You just have to take your time and do your research and see what's there. I would also consider hiring a professional. One tip of the wealthy is that they are always hiring help to help them become better and to help them save time and therefore be able to make more money. So, again, that may look like hiring a therapist to help with any traumas that are holding you back from having healthy relationships. That may be hiring a nutritionist or even hiring like those meal prep services like HelloFresh so that you don't have to worry about preparing meals for the week. You literally just open the container for the day and prepare it. You can hire a coach, you can hire an accountant to help you get your finances in order. Like there are so many possibilities, but just make sure that the person that you hire is certified, licensed, accredited, whatever in their industry to actually offer you adequate service and not just some random person that you saw on social media who is charismatic to trick you into thinking that they are qualified when they're actually not. That is very common. A lot of that's going on right now. So just do your research. If you're not sure who to hire, I'd recommend asking for referrals from friends and family, people who have already worked with this individual, or if it's for something where the person requires a license, you can just go to the website of the organization that offers the license. And 9 times out of 10, they have a directory for professionals who are licensed with them. And you can just do your search that way. And lastly, just take it easy. Start with one thing at a time. As I said before, it can be a daunting process if you are just starting out. Maybe you've kind of lived your life one way with limited mentality, with a limited mindset. You kind of just did things the way that your family did things or people in your community, and you never really challenged anything until recently you realize, okay, I'm kind of just living like a copy paste mundane life and I want more for myself. It can be overwhelming if you do not have a support system or anyone to look to, but take your time. You live in the age of social media where, again, information is readily available at your fingertips. Just start with one thing. Even if it's starting with daily walks, just to get you in the mindset of starting a fitness journey, like that is good enough. But just be committed to keep going and do not plateau, because if you plateau, you're not really going to see the results that you want to see. Then you're going to get discouraged and give up. Start with one thing, and then once it becomes a routine and you'll find that you're going to start to enjoy it, then you can start incorporating another thing and another until before you know it, you're a completely different, better person. Okay, let me know what you think about this video. Do you have any other tips that you'd like to share? Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.